Hey Corona Diary, it is day 11 now. So, how are we all? As you can see, I'm sat in my bed again. I'm not well. We'll start by saying my family are okay, but I needed a phone call from the doctor yesterday. Unfortunately, after the upset that you would have seen in my video yesterday, I woke up the next morning really unwell, which is no real surprise. I think I must have got a bit run down. The week before, I'd actually been to the walk-in centre for some antibiotics because I had another water infection. It did clear the water infection up. I had a 3-day antibiotic course. And then a couple of nights ago, I had a raging temperature and all the symptoms come back. So I was going to be ringing the doctors, or my partner was going to be ringing the doctors for me yesterday morning anyway. But as it turns out, he rang up and they said that the doctor would give me a phone call. And by the time I'd woken up and the day had gone on a little bit, I developed a nasty head cold. So the doctor rang me. We had a very long chat about what's going on for me with family and being indoors, and the doctor was very happy with how we're dealing with things and that I am taking my blood sugar levels just to keep an eye on things and using the garden to walk in instead of going out the front. And they decided not to prescribe me with the same antibiotic as before because I now had a cold. And so I've now got some antibiotics to cover the water infection and the cold. So yeah, I've not been very well, and yeah, so I'm actually meant to be filming today a block of videos, but I woke up late. So anyway, that's how we are. I'm ill, but the rest of the family are okay as it stands. I shall run through the day's news with you, and that'll be all, I think. So the deaths toll has gone up to 578. I saw that the coronavirus crisis will kill animals as vets run low on supplies. So vets are running low on supplies, which means there's going to be loss of animals as well now, which is very, very sad news. Off licenses were deemed as essential during the lockdown as they are added to the government's list. I'm not really sure how that one works. I mean, I guess some off licenses sell things like milk and bread, perhaps. I don't really know. I wouldn't know. I don't go to off license shops. They also announced that around 10 more UK sites could become makeshift hospitals. Military planners are already examining 5 locations, and there is likely to be some opening in Birmingham, Manchester and Newcastle. So yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. I also saw that police in North Yorkshire were setting up random checkpoints to limit drivers' movements. So they were setting up and stopping people and asking them where they were going and what they're up to. Just to try and eliminate people that are making unnecessary trips, which, you know, I think that's a good thing. And then this is something that really annoyed me. People claiming to have coronavirus and coughing at key workers will face jail. Good, because that's just vile. I don't understand how some people come to doing the silly things that they are at the moment. It really annoys me. My son Elliot, he received an email message on Purple Mash from his teacher. Purple Mash is some software that the children use to do schoolwork. He received an email message from his teacher saying, "Hi guys, I hope you are well and healthy and enjoying the work I have set you. I look forward to hearing from you as today has been very quiet without my favourite little people." Now Elliot did actually try to reply, and it said that he didn't have authorization to respond to the teacher. So my partner Daniel actually emailed the teacher, and it turns out that Key Stage 1 children aren't allowed to respond. They don't have access to responding to messages just for their safety, so that makes perfect sense. But he was glad to hear that Elliot had tried to respond, so that was really nice. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you about today was at 8 PM last night, Sky News had mentioned that there was going to be a big clap for the NHS workers and anyone else that's helping people that are vulnerable at the moment, whether you're taking prescriptions or, you know, food to people, whether you're working at a supermarket, all those good things. This was the so this was ultimately a clap for the NHS staff, but anyone that's helping. And at 8 p.m. you was to open your front door or your window and just clap at 8 p.m. And I believe it's going to be happening every Thursday. And one of the reasons why I am in isolation from the rest of my family is because I've had pneumonia myself before, and there's that fear that my body won't fight it now because of the scarring it left me with. And my partner also lost his mother to pneumonia. She contracted it when she was in hospital because of some water infection issues, and she passed away. So he's protecting all of us by making me isolated. And so I opened my window at 8 p.m. to clap, preparing myself to be the only one. I wasn't sure that people would actually take on board this thing locally to me, and I thought I might have been the only one doing it. And I didn't care if I was the only person doing it. I'd have been out there doing it as loud as I could, telling people to stop and clap. But I opened my window, I clapped, and there was so many people doing it. It was absolutely incredible. It was an amazing moment, and so much so it made me very, very emotional. I came back in crying because those people saved my life. One of the 3 occasions I've had pneumonia, it was a year to the day after a miscarriage I had, and I was very, very ill. I was in hospital for 10 days, and I'm lucky to be here. They did save my life, and to see that amount of people come out their windows and appreciate those NHS staff, it made me very, very, very emotional. And I was very tearful afterwards. So yeah, that's the news. If you didn't realise that the clap was happening, please do try to remember that it's meant to be happening every Thursday at 8 p.m. So please don't hesitate in joining in. So guys, that's it from me today. Please take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Goodbye.